back again today to practice telling time to the half hour with you. So let's just jump in. Okay, so yesterday we remembered that this is the face of the clock and these are the hands of the clock. We remembered that the tall blue hand is the minute hand and the short red hand is the hour hand. We remembered that when the minute hand is on the 12, we always say o'clock. And we just look at the hour hand and see what hour it is, and we say it's 8 o'clock. And we remembered that we write 8 o'clock like this, because this is the hour 8 and there are no extra minutes. It's right on 8 o'clock. But we also learned yesterday that the hands always move in this direction, always. And we learned that when the blue hand keeps moving, the hour hand moves at the same time, so the hour hand goes past the number, the hour, and the blue hand, when it's on the 6, we can always say 30 because we count by 5s. We'll worry about that later. So we learned that when the minute hand is on the 6, it's 30 minutes, and that the hour hand went past 8, so we'd say 8:30. And we learned that we write 8:30 like this, because the hour is 8 and there are 30 minutes that went past 8. So that's what we learned. So we're going to practice that today. So I'm going to ask you, if you haven't gotten it yet, to get out your clock that I sent home. And if you don't have one, you can just follow along with me. Great. So let's start with an o'clock number. Let's try this one. Can you make your clock say this time? What time is that? Right, it's 2 o'clock. Now, I want you to take your minute hand. Remember, it always goes in the direction, like you can remember it's counting the numbers. So when I count numbers, I don't count backwards typically. I don't say 10, 11, 12, 11, 10. It's even confusing to say. I say 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the direction that our hand goes in. So let's move our hand to the 6. You're probably going to need to move your hour hand. If it's a clock that I sent home, you will. This one moves on its own because it's a little fancy. But the one I sent home to you, you'll need to move your hour hand. So put your minute hand on 6 and put your hour hand between 2 and 3, just like mine. Great. Now, what time does this clock say? Remember, the minute hand is on 6. The hour hand has gone past the 2. It is 2:30. Good. Just so we remember, I'm going to write it to show you. 2:30. Okay, let's keep going. Let's try another one. Okay, let's do another one together. This one's a little tricky. What time does this say? Can you put this time on your clock and tell me what it is? Right, 6 o'clock. Good. Now, you're going to move your minute hand to the 6, and you're going to move your hour hand so it's between the 6 and the 7. Super. Now remember, the hour hand has gone past the 6. Not at 7 yet, it's gone past the 6. What time does this say? 6:30. Because remember, it was 6 o'clock and that minute hand moved and our hour hand moved too, past the 6. 6:30. And we write it like this. 6:30. Let's see if you can try one on your own. Make your clock say this and tell me what time it is. Great, 8 o'clock. Now, I want you to put your minute hand at 6 and your hour hand between 8 and 9. What time is that? Great, it is 8:30 because the minute hand went to the 6, the hour hand moved 2, it moved past the 8. So it's 8:30. And we write it like this. Great, let's try another one. Can you make your clock say this time? Fabulous, 11 o'clock. Let's move our minute hand to the 6. And your hour hand moves too. It moves past the 11, so it's between 11 and 12. What time does this say? 11:30. Super. And this is how you write it. $11:30. Let's try to write a time and see if you can set your clock to it. We're going to stick with the half an hours today. So, what about this? Can you tell me what this says first. What time does this say? Right, 3:30. Take your clock and make your clock say 3:30. I'll do the same. Are you ready? Does your clock look like this? So my minute hand is on the 6. And my hour hand is between the 3 and the 4 because it went past the 3. It's not quite at 4 yet. It's between 3 and 4. It says 3:30. Is that what yours says? Great. Let's try another one. We'll try 2 more. What does this time say? Let me erase the top one so I don't confuse you. What does this one say? Great, 7:30. Can you make your clock say 7:30? I'm gonna make mine say 7:30. Ready? Does your clock look like this? Super. So my minute hand is on the 6 because it's 30 minutes after past 7. And my hour hand is past 7, not quite at 8. So it's between 7 and 8. It went past 7. It's 7:30. Super. Let's do one more. I'm going to write it. See if you can make your clock say that. What does this say? Yeah, it says 9:30. Very good. So, I want you to take your clock and make your clock say 9:30. I'm going to make mine say 9:30. Are you ready to show me? Super. Does your clock look like this? Yeah, so the minute hand is on the 6, which means 30 minutes, and the hour hand has gone past the 9. It's not at 10 yet, gone past the 9. So that hour hand is halfway between the 9 and the 10. It's 9:30. You can keep practicing. Maybe your mom and dad or brother and sister can give you some times, or you can just point out times during the day to mom and dad. See if you can catch it when it's on an o'clock number or a 30 number. Have fun thinking about time. I sure had fun with you today. I miss you. Bye.